The reason why many relationships don't work is because there is no compatibility between the couple. There is connection, but you're not compatible. You are together, but not a match. Do you know what I mean? My name is Sandra. I am your divorce recovery and transformational coach. And today I want to talk about the main reason why many relationships don't work. Like I was saying, you can be together with someone, but not be a match, not be compatible at all. I was married for 28 years, and my ex and I were not in sync ever. We were not compatible at all. We were never in agreement. Hence, there were many arguments, many fights, and that brought me a lot of sorrow and frustration. When you're not compatible, there is lack of coordination. Yeah, in every area of your life, you're never in agreement. It's like two left feet in a body. It can never work, right? When you're not compatible, you row in different directions. You have different plans. You have different goals. You know what I mean? You're never walking together. You're never in the same direction. And many times what happens, one of you gets lost because one of you is trying to shrink, to fit in. And what happens? You lose your identity. You lose your identity because you're trying to be compatible with the other person. You're trying, you're fighting, and you just end up frustrated and happy and fulfilled. So the best way is to go separate ways to avoid further frustration, further sorrow, misery. You cannot elude yourself and think that things will change one day. They will not. You're just deluding yourself and wasting your time and just bringing more sorrow and misery to your life, to yourself, and disturbing your mental health. The best way is really to go separate ways. The best way is to leave the relationship. A marriage does not work without compatibility. Compatibility starts from conversations. If you are unable to conversate, to communicate with your partner, you cannot be compatible with them, because compatibility starts with understanding each other. And for us to be able to understand each other, we have to be able to communicate, right? We must be able to speak each other's language. And when two people are incompatible, you are unable to understand each other. And every time you are with this person, there's arguments, there's fights, there's disagreements constantly. You can never be happy. You can never be happy in this kind of relationship. Therefore, if you're not a match with your partner, if you are incompatible, the best way is to leave, is to go separate ways. Even if they're not a bad person, if you're unable to communicate, what's the point in being in the relationship? Do yourself a favor. Avoid further frustration. Avoid further misery. Just end what is not working and what will never work. When you meet people that are compatible with you, you don't need to shrink. You're going to be yourself and they're going to be themselves. There is harmony. You guys understand each other. You're able to communicate. Compatibility does not require anyone shrinking or lying or faking. You're always in agreement, in harmony. And that's what we're looking for, isn't it? We're looking for a healthy relationship, for happiness, for laughters and smiles more often than tears and arguments, right? So if you're not happy in your relationship, you should consider these points. And, leave if you have to leave. Don't forget to share my video. You'll do me a favor and help many other women. Thank you.